Nineta Barbulescu. Nineta Barbulescu, born 23 February 1968, is a Romanian career diplomat and current ambassador of Romania to Malaysia. She was appointed ambassador to Malaysia by President Klaus Iohannis on January 22, 2021. On March 2, 2021, she was accredited ambassador to Brunei. She served as the Romanian ambassador to Australia from August 2013 until December 2020. During her 7 years as ambassador to Australia, she also was accredited non-resident ambassador to New Zealand, Fiji, independent state of Samoa, Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, Kiribati, Tuvalu, and Nauru. Early years. Nineta Dragomir was born in 1968 in Galati, near the Danube, and attended the Vasile Alexandri National College. In 1992, she received a Master's of International Public Law degree magna cum laude at the University of Bucharest. Nineta was a lecturer and visiting professor for public international law to the following Romanian universities: University of Bucharest Law Faculty, Dumitru Cantemir University, Titu Maiorescu University, and the Nicolae Titulescu Law Institute. In 1999, together with fellow Romanian diplomat Mr. Aurel Predamatasaru, Nineta published the International Court of Justice and the Law of the Sea. She also published several studies and publications dedicated to inter alia new developments in the human rights field, e.g. European citizenship, export controls field, Law of the Sea, International Criminal Court, International Tribunal for Rwanda, and the International Court of Justice jurisprudence. Diplomatic career. Early career 1992–2012. Barbulescu started her career in 1992 at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs' former Euro-Atlantic Center in Bucharest. A year later, she was appointed Chief of Cabinet at the Office of the Chamber of Deputy Speaker, position held until 1997. Between 1997–1999 respectively, Nineta served as First Secretary of Public International Law Directorate within the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. During the same period, Nineta served as senior expert at the NATO and Non-Proliferation Directorate within the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. In 2000, she was appointed Deputy Director for NATO and Strategic Issues Department and the MFA representative to the Interagency Council for Arms and Dual-Use Export Controls. Between 2001–2005, Barbulescu was appointed State Secretary, President of the National Agency for Arms Export Controls, formerly ANSEX, and head of the National Authority for the Chemical Weapons Convention implementation in Romania. In 2002, the President of Romania awarded Barbulescu the National Order of Merit for her work towards the national foreign policy involving NATO and the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons Directorate in MFA. In 2010, Barbulescu was awarded the Diplomatic Attaché Minister Plenipotentiary for her work at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Following years 2011–2012, Nineta was chair of the Hague Code of Conduct Against Ballistic Missile Proliferation, Vienna. In 2012, she also was Romanian SUS Sherpa at the Seoul Nuclear Security Summit. During 2007–2013, she served as director for the following: Asymmetrical Risks, Non-Proliferation, and Combating Terrorism Directorate within Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Cumulative 2010–2012, she also served as Director for Human Rights and Council of Europe Directorate. Barbulescu managed the range of security-related issues such as non-proliferation, disarmament, hard security topics, counter-proliferation, conventional arms topics including small arms, light weapons, salwa and ammunition, arms control CFE, Open Sky, Vienna Document 1999, policies in export control. Between 2010–2014, she also served as member, vice chair and chair of the Confidentiality Commission of the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons. She was re-elected for her third consecutive term by the Conference of States Party CSP to the Chemical Weapons Convention as member of the OPCA Confidentiality Commission. After being appointed Director General for Export Controls in January 2013 within Ministry of Foreign Affairs, she initiated a package of amendments to the Romanian arms export controls law currently in force. Nineta also held the following positions in 2013 prior to becoming ambassador. In March 2013, Vice President of the final UN Diplomatic Conference for Adopting an Arms Trade Treaty ATT in New York. In September 2013, head of the multinational delegation for the Australia Group Outreach Mission in Republic of Moldova. Romanian Ambassador to Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Kiribati, Independent State of Samoa, Vanuatu, Solomon Islands, Tuvalu, and Nauru 2013-2020. Barbulescu was appointed ambassador to Australia in mid-2013 by then-President Bărbulescu. Later, in April 2015, she became non-resident ambassador to New Zealand. In 2016, Romanian exports to Australia increased 86% to $200 million. In 2017, Barbulescu opened the first Romanian honorary consulates in Perth. In June 2018, a consular bureau was established of Embassy of Romania in Melbourne, Victoria, providing for the thousands of those of Romanian origins living in Victoria, Western Australia, South Australia, and Tasmania. Barbulescu is the first Romanian ambassador appointed to Pacific Islands countries 7. In July 2018, she presented her credentials in Solomon Islands and Republic of Kiribati and established bilateral diplomatic relations with Tarawa. In January-March of 2019, Nineta presented her credentials in Vanuatu, Samoa, and Fiji. In December 2019, Ambassador Nineta Barbulescu became Dean of the Diplomatic Corps in Commonwealth of Australia. In January 2020, Ambassador Nineta Barbulescu presented her letter of credence to Mrs. Teniku Tailsa, General Governor of Tuvalu, and in March 2020 Ambassador Nineta Barbulescu presented her letter of credence to his ex. Romanian Ambassador to Malaysia and Brunei 2021 present. Barbulescu was appointed ambassador to Malaysia on January 22, 2021 by President Klaus Iohannis. She was appointed as ambassador to Brunei on March 2, 2021. Personal life. Mrs. Barbulescu is married to Mr. Dan Barbulescu since 1992. She has 4 sons: Tudor, Victor, Christian, David, and 1 granddaughter, Chiva Iona. Barbulescu speaks English and French. Barbulescu and her family have been residing in Malaysia since March 2021. Honors: Romania. National Order of Merit, Romania. Romanian Orthodox Church Order of Merit,